authentic, or let's say realistic farm lab washing station. So we are taking a walk towards the upper fields, the upper terraces where we have mostly olive trees. And perhaps you can see in the ground there are some nice little prints. We do have some wild boars here near the farm. There might be also some deer prints, but I'm pretty sure that this is wild boar. Sometimes they come to feast in a field with the dropped almonds and olives. And here we have old water reservoir, which is a shamble. I don't even dare to look inside. I'm afraid that there might be snakes. There are snakes in this region, and there is evidently also snakes near our house. Let's go to check one of the olive trees. Last autumn these trees were looking great. Last year was wonderful olive year, but we couldn't get anyone to harvest our trees. Everyone was extremely busy in this region. So here's the result on the ground. Hell, a lot of olives got wasted. These are beautiful trees. Lots of new shoots coming out. However, since last year was a great olive year, it is expected to have a dormant year on 2022. So here we actually see some olive flowers, if the wind just wouldn't shake the branches too much. But yeah, these are basically olive flowers which did not develop to fruits. So it seems like the almond trees on the lower fields, they are older ones and they are starting to get towards their end of the life cycle. However, in this field, one of the upper terraces, the almond trees are still pretty young, and they've been pruned well in the previous years. You can see that there is some thinner, young-looking branches there, but these are also definitely younger than the trees on the lower field. Now, this is a surprise. This is rather fresh almond growing up here. So in the same tree, in the same branch, you can see some old dry almond from last year, but then you can see some new, fresh-looking shoots. That's very surprising. This tree doesn't actually look too bad at all. I think maybe there is some yield coming after all. So here we have one entrance to ants' nest. Although we want to be as natural as possible, ant nests near the house, next to the house, are not very welcomed. But any nests on the fields, on the field sides, they are very welcome there, because the ants are actually improving the soil by are making their little corridors that will aerate the soil. That's what Mr. Google told me. So what I tried here as a natural method to pour some boiling water to this entrance, but the problem is there are many entrances to this nest. This nest seems to be massive. Clearly the water is doing something, but then we have a few more active entrances. Some entrances are like they are not used anymore. But here we have one active one. So let's see what happens. Now of course it's so hot that it's difficult to find all the active openings to the nest, so I need to check again in the morning.
Ooh, a little bit slippery.
Mm.
Oh. They're nibbling us. Were they nibbling you as well?
I don't feel anything yet. Oh, my skin is just particularly numb. Little evening stroll here in the land. More olive trees and almond trees. And what we saw at the beginning of this clip is moss. Thank you, Vic. So moss is like it's some kind of shelter, barn. It used to be an animal barn probably, but in the future we can hopefully renovate this as a nice tiny house.